arriving in a prison van for trial at Manchester Crown Court. The nurse who stands accused of murdering 5 baby boys and 2 baby girls and attempting to murder 10 more newborns under her care. Lucy Letby worked at the neonatal unit at the Countess of Chester Hospital in Chester. At the time, it cared for around 400 babies a year who'd been born up to 13 weeks premature. Lucy Letby sat impassively in the dock as the prosecuting barrister, Nick Johnson KC, told the court that there had been a poisoner working at the Countess of Chester Hospital. Babies deteriorated unexpectedly, and he said, defying the normal experience that the doctors didn't respond to treatment. When the doctors searched for a cause, he said they found one common denominator. The woman in the dock, the prosecutor alleged, was the constant malevolent presence when things turned for the worse. It was in June 2016 that the hospital began investigating the high number of deaths at the unit in the previous 12 months. An independent review by medical experts reported the following February, and in May 2017 Cheshire Police launched their investigation. And in July 2018 Lucy Letby was arrested. Miss Letby's parents, John and Susan, were in court to support their daughter. The families of some of the alleged victims are also in court, their anonymity protected by a court order. Today the jury was shown hospital notes typed up by Lucy Letby after a shift when a little boy had died. He passed away and was given to parents to cuddle, they read. Hand and footprints were taken with consent, along with a lock of hair. And yet the prosecution alleged that little boy only died when Lucy Letby injected air into his bloodstream. This will be a long and complex trial. The jurors have been told it could last 6 months. Lucy Letby denies all the charges.
Well, we can cross now to Kathy in Manchester. Kathy, some difficult details in court today, and this was just the start of a long and a complex trial too, isn't it?
Yes, a long trial, and one which the judge warned the jurors today would take them on a journey into a world most of us have very little experience of, the highly technical world of keeping very premature babies alive, and how they can be harmed or even killed by, for example, a tiny injection of air into their bloodstream, or even too much milk into their feeding tube. So lots of medical detail to come, but let's not forget, at the heart of this all are families who are grieving the loss of babies when they were at their most helpless, some of them just hours old. Mr. Justice Goss, the judge, did say this case of this kind is bound to provoke an instinctive reaction of horror, but he urged the jury to put aside their emotions and said they must judge the facts calmly, fairly and dispassionately.